Today we're going to make a repair on this leaking Triumph fuel cell, and we're going to weld it. We're not going to use the coatings. They work sometimes, most of the time, if you do a really good job. But this one has a leak, and we're just going to weld it. And we're going to TIG weld it. We're going to use a little Miller Maxstar 140. It's a little lift arc TIG welder. So we're going to use that dude right there. So yeah, anytime you weld on one of these, it's scary, you know, a little bit. You got to make sure it's really, you know, all the fuel's out and you've aired it out. And we're going to fill this one with argon. Is going to help prevent, you know, oxygen from being in the tank. We're not going to do a full purge, but we're just going to fill it with argon and probably cap over this. Also, we'll probably flash a torch across here just to, you know, make sure it doesn't light off. And if it does, it should just go boom and be okay. It's not going to come flying apart or anything. And then this is a 2013 Triumph Thunderbird, and I guess what happens under here is they get some stress cracks underneath on the gas tank, on the fuel cell itself, underneath this guy right here. So you kind of got one bracket welded to another bracket, you know, to spread the load out, and then that is spot welded directly to the fuel tank. And for whatever reason, they start leaking, and from what we understand on the interwebs and on the threads and everything is that they leak underneath this pad that's designed to spread out the load. So we've super cleaned around here, got in with a scribe, you know, ground it back about 1/2 inch, got in with a scribe in there, cleaned out all the paint, and we're just going to go around the perimeter of this with TIG weld. So here we go. Okay, so we have not put argon on here. This tank has been sitting for a week, and we've been blowing it out with air every couple nights or so. We're just going to flash it. What do you think, Jim?
Yep,
feel good about it? Yeah. Whoa. Well, I think we're good. Also, to gain access to make the weld in this area right here, we had to cut this bracket off, and we'll just weld that dude back on. And it's hidden under, you know, underneath the tank, obviously, and then the seat kind of laps over the back of the tank also, so there's not going to be a problem. Okay, I did a little test pass on a scrap piece to make sure I was dialed for this. Got the amperage about right. And I've got this capped off here with a little place some gas can get out right there, because I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to come in here. I've got the gas on, and I'm just going to fill it. Argon displaces oxygen. You can also use nitrogen. I'm not sure about carbon dioxide or a regular MIG mix. It'd probably be okay. It definitely displace the oxygen. But I'm just going to kind of fill that up. I feel good about this, but just to give me a little peace of mind, we're just going to kind of let that fill a little bit. And then I'll secure that tape, and it should be okay. Just make it a little less likely for anything to happen. So when I weld this, I've dialed into what I think is about the amperage I need. If you look at the white range there, I'm going to be welding at about 35 amps. So if I wasn't clear before, Argon displaces oxygen, but it displaces it from the bottom up. So that's why we're holding the tank upright like this, because we're welding down here. The tank will be laying flat on its back, but still where we're welding is going to be the low spot. There's a little paint under there, Jim. You smell it?
Yeah.
I'm a little out of practice, but it's okay. We don't see any pinholes. It's looking good. Got 2 more joints. I'm shaky, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, be all right. Yeah, that's getting better.
Yeah, looks good.
Maybe I can just leave it right here and do this one downhand. It's actually kind of comfortable. Okay, home stretch. A little paint in that, hiding in that corner. There we go. Oh yeah, downhand run. Little gap between the plate and the tank on this one.
Is there?
On this, yeah. It's using some rod. See that crater where I pulled out? All right, well, yeah. So yeah, there we are. We've got her done. Everything looks good. There's one little suspect spot right here where I'm just gonna put a little droplet in just to make sure. Yeah, not bad for having some paint underneath the edge and me being a little out of practice. But yeah, that's my excuse for having some shaky looking welds. But yeah, I think it's good. So we're gonna apply a little soft air to it, the inside of it, and hit it with some soapy water and make sure we're comfortable that it's going to hold fuel and send her down the road. 2013 Thunderbolt, Triumph Thunderbolt. Thunderbird. Okay, we aired up a little bit, got a little air in it, and we've tested it all the way around it, and it's good. Just fine, ready to weld, ready to put this bracket back on. Okay, we got the bracket tacked on, ready to go, one good solid tack on it, but we've got it just so. And we're gonna tack it and make a decision to either dry fit it on the bike or just go for it. So here we go. Okay, so we just got back from dry fitting it on the bike and it fits perfect. We're tacked up in 2 places. We're gonna put this dude back on there. Okay, we're all done. It's ready to go, ready for paint. Send her out for paint. So yeah, it's that last little piece is not my finest signature weld, but it's plenty strong. And it all looks really good. It's gonna be fine. There it is, ready to go. Please like and subscribe to Krusty Cycle. Thank you very much.